With inflation cooling, prices are still elevated. Many households feel stretched. Saving money today isn't about extreme sacrifice. It's about intentional decisions and smarter systems and avoiding silent leaks that quietly erode cash flow. There's some parallels there with what we're seeing outside right now.
Yeah, right.
Colin Evans here with Evans Financial Group to talk a little bit more about that.
You know, I have to start off this beginning of the year with a top 10 list, and I'm in the saving money business, so why don't we kick it off with that? All right, so for our top 10 list for saving money and really paying attention to with little bitty things with the way that inflation is treating us, just as Alex was saying, and costs are coming down, but we're really not seeing that. Here's some ways that we can save a little bit better. Pay attention to what we call lifestyle creep. Propensity to consume is as our income goes up, so does our spending, and we might eat out a little bit more, we'll spend a little bit more. And thinking about that, those are not really going to really extend our retirement time frame. So think about further down the road just a little bit. Automate your savings first, not last. This is something I'll save after the holidays, or I'll save after the next big thing. Saving first is a game changer because saving last rarely ever works. Reshop your insurance rates, your home, your auto, any of those umbrella policies. Sometimes those things can drift or change over time. Case in point, I moved from 7/11/15 to 7/11/06 a couple years ago, and my car insurance went up about 80%.
Wow.
From moving. And that was a conversation like, well, you moved into an area that our rates are higher. Like, it's 5 miles away.
Right. Unbelievable.
Subscription audits, double check those subscriptions. Ooh. We can get caught up with adding into the $9.95 or $14.95, the Hulus and the Rokus,
the free
and all
trials
those things
that you don't.
I mean, and those free trials, and those end, and you end up getting paid for that.
Yep.
Cut those unused services. Double check and your credit cards. Use them strategically. If you are worried about points, however, you're paying a high interest rate and you have a high balance, those points are really not doing you any good if it's all getting eaten up on interest rate payments. So pay attention to what those points are versus what rewards are if you're paying too much on the interest side of things. Shop those interest rates. They are not always convenient. Sometimes high yield savings, money markets, and CDs can vary from bank to bank. Delay those large purchases. Sometimes waiting 30 to 60 days might actually even pull a purchase price down just a little bit, as a hot item or a hot ticket item tends to cool off. Tax efficiency is a part of saving. This is where your money can be saved and what are the best uses of deductions that I can get for it as I'm going into 2026. Watch out for the big purchases with what we call payday lifestyle. As we walk into April 15th coming in, that tax time is coming and a tax refund might be there. Sometimes that big purchase item, when we could use it for a later date. And just keeping in mind that saving is really just a behavior, and this is something that putting into just a consistent basis. The person that's saving just a little bit, $20, $50, $100 a week or a month on a consistent basis always wins.
Can I add an 11 to that?
Sure.
Okay. Have a major ice storm, shut your city down, and you can't DoorDash.
That's true. That is very true.
This was the most frugal weekend I've had in my life.
And stir crazy and boring.
Yeah, and all that. But we did not DoorDash, so we love that. Colin, thank you as always. And let's go to Patrick now.